So it has been a while since we last reviewed a projector here on the channel. Today we have the iSinbox AC311. This is a $189 unit. Currently, that's the price for December of 2025, but it could change at any given point. This one has 1200 ANSI lumens. It has a native resolution of 1080p. It comes preloaded with Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, and also the speakers have the Dolby technology as well. Now keep in mind that you're not set with the system that comes already with the unit. You can always hook up your own Fire Stick or any other stick that you guys have around. You can use it with this unit as well. And on the side here we have all the specifications. It has a maximum screen size of 200 inches, which is super nice. And like I said, due to the fact that it comes with that short throw technology, you don't have to get it away from the projection screen too much to get a decent size, which is the whole idea of getting this little unit, and that's why I became so interested in reviewing this particular one. Also comes with a very nice sophisticated auto keystone and focus correction, and this thing does it not only when it turns on like other projectors that I've seen in the past, it also does it even if you move it a little bit. It has a gyro sensor built in that knows if you moved it. Also has obstacle sensors as well, so it knows when somebody's going by, it'll automatically dim the display to avoid eye damage and whatnot. So this thing is very sophisticated, guys, and you can project in many different modes, including the auto one, which is there by default. You got front, ceiling, and rear as well. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box so that way we can see everything that comes with this little unit. We get, of course, the manuals. They come in English and also Japanese. We get a HDMI wire in case you don't have one in handy. Well, there's one here. We get the power cord and of course the remote as well. Keep in mind that the remote doesn't come with the batteries, so you need two AAA batteries. I had some Amazon branded ones laying around, and yes, you do need two AAA batteries, and it comes already with shortcuts for Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, the apps, the browser, and also you can cast on this projector as well. So the remote is quite simplistic, but it does a whole bunch of things that you will need. Also, it comes with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0. So as you can hear from my tone, I'm quite excited about this one. That's because I like compact technology that offers a lot, guys, and that's exactly what this little projector does, especially at this price point. This is super impressive. So we get a little cleaning kit as well. That's because this projector does come with a filter system. We're going to talk about that in just a second here. Let me set this to the side. And so here it is. So we got the front lens right here. We have the obstacle sensor on the front. We have two of them, and then we have the focus sensor right to the right, as you can see. Okay, it looks like a little camera. We had the branding, and it has like this nice little cloth feeling material, but it feels like it was like super glued on there. It's kind of like toasty. It doesn't feel like cloth 100%. It's more like it's like a little rough. And of course the speakers are on the side. We get two 5-watt speakers, and on the rear side here we get a USB type A port, HDMI. We have a 3.5mm headphone jack and the IR sensor for the remote, and this is where the filter goes. So the power cord gets connected towards the bottom, so it is located on the upper side, meaning that the air goes in from the top and it comes out from the bottom. So after so many hours of use, you have to clean this system to keep the projector working well. Also towards the bottom, you get a 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the top is where we have that power key. So yes, it is a super complete little unit here, guys. I love it. I already tested it and I was quite impressed, and I think that you will be as well. So without further ado, let's go to the garage, test it out in low light conditions and even with a light on, and that way you can compare, because 1200 ANSI lumens is actually quite promising, even though I don't think it's giving its peak, but they are rating it at 1200 ANSI lumens. Let's just believe them. But like I said, overall I am quite satisfied with the quality.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, so here we are now inside of the garage and we are projecting around 80 inches or so, maybe a little bit bigger, but that's the maximum I can do with this projector screen. And let me tell you, it is projecting just fine. Now, with the light on, you can see how colors are not looking very bright. If I turn off the light, it looks like day and night. This is on pitch dark environment, and now it looks way better. And you can see the colors are very nice and punchy. The focus is great. Now this is with the autofocus and the auto keystone correction. I haven't changed the settings at all. And as you guys can tell, everything looks pretty nice and clear. So this is what 1200 lumens, ANSI lumens look like on about 80 inches. Keep in mind that we can project up to 200 inches. But in my personal usage right here, I can tell you that the projector looks a lot better if you do up to 70 inches. After 70 inches, you start losing a little bit of brightness, okay? So as you can tell from the apps, just like the box says, it comes already preloaded with Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and then you get the dedicated settings. On here, the first setting we have is for image correction. You can correct things like the keystone. You can also do the focus, so on and so forth. You can even do this manually as well. And it has a 4-point keystone correction as well, which is super, super nice. And of course, here we have the focus. We can do autofocus again. And we are prompted with this setting right here. And it keeps doing basically the same. I can see everything exactly the same. It doesn't change even if I try to refocus it. And of course, then we have the manual focus as well. And to be quite honest with you guys, I haven't tried it. Let's go ahead and try it here a little bit and see if maybe I can do better manually. And I feel like manually right about, let's see, maybe there. That's where I can see based on the ratings that it looks the best, but it wasn't a big difference over what the projector did on its own. The next one we have is display and sound, and so we have the built-in speakers for the sound. Sound effects, we can actually turn on, I think, on and off the sound effects when I move. System sound, there we go. I just turned that off. It gets a little bit annoying sometimes, but I left it by default on because that's how it comes out of the box. But yes, this is where we can adjust all those picture modes and the sound settings and so on and so forth. Of course, we had the Wi-Fi, again, Wi-Fi 6 on here. So then we got the input sources. We had the HDMI, we had the USB, and right now we're using the Linux system. And of course, you can connect two external Bluetooth speakers. Right now, you can see that I was connected to the Tribit Storm Box Blast 2. Okay, and that's pretty much everything you can do on here. It is a very simple system, like super simple. We got a lot of languages supported on here. Okay, as you can tell, there's a whole bunch of them. And I'm pretty sure that it'll support whatever you guys have for language. It'll support it just fine. Also, I'm getting near it with my microphone so that you can hear the fan noise. And well, this is what it sounds like. So when it comes to the projection quality, when you are actually watching a movie, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and mute this projector. Let's just go ahead and say that we open Netflix on here and we're watching a movie. Everything looks nice and crisp, especially if you're watching it from a distance, like minimum 5 feet away from the projection screen. You can see everything nice and clear, but if you get a little bit too close, well, first of all, you're going to ruin the projection because you're going to get on the way. And yeah, it looks a little bit pixelized, but that's only when you get extremely close. So this is my Netflix account. And as you can tell, now that we are looking at, let me just play anything on here. Let's say this one for kids, In Your Dreams. Let's go ahead and resume the play. And from here, you guys will see that, yeah, it looks amazing. It really, really does. I mean, the clarity on this thing is just absolutely phenomenal, guys. I have no complaints when it comes to the picture quality. But now for certain movies, if they are like horror or they're just in a dark environment, the colors are not going to look as good. It's going to look like you're missing brightness, but in reality you are not. As you can see in this particular scene from this movie, it looks super nice and clear. Okay, so yes, I mean, for the money, guys, and everything that it has to offer, including this clarity, the autofocus, the auto keystone, the built-in Linux system with all the apps that you can download, that's actually pretty cool. So then of course we have the one that I mentioned before, which is cast. Let's go ahead and press on it and let's see what it does, because I haven't casted anything on here, but right there we have the mirror screen. Let's go ahead, I'm using an iPhone, so I'm going to try to mirror right here. So we're going to go ahead and select my iSinbox, and there it is, guys. I am mirroring currently my iPhone 17 Pro Max. Let's go ahead and do that again. Let's mirror, and then now I'm going to open YouTube and just show you something on here. I don't know, it could be anything. Let's just say that I want to show you a trailer. Let's just try the word trailer. Let's just type the word trailer, and there it is. Let's play this one right here, and boom, in no time we have a cast, guys. So yes, the casting is not super smooth. As you can see, it just went blank, and so I don't know if that's a glitch from the system, but yes, I tried it. It did connect and I could see everything on my phone, but as soon as I tried playing that trailer, it wasn't working correctly. So we have live TV on the top. It comes with the projector by default. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but then we have a whole bunch of programs on here. Okay, and we can do action, entertainment, Spanish, the list goes on. Okay, so we have that already built into the projector. And then, like I said, let's go on YouTube. Let's see if I need to log in. Let's see, get started, sign in with your phone, watch as a guest. Okay, so now guys, let's go ahead and type here from YouTube. Let's go ahead and type trailer, and then let's see what we get for trailer. And I'm going to briefly play the sound. So this is the trailer that I was trying to play on my phone when I was casting Supergirl. So now we're going to do it directly from the app, and I just want you guys to hear. I'm going to get near the projector so that way you can hear what the speaker sounds like, at least for a brief moment.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Alright, ours are out. Hereby declare.
Alright guys, so due to copyright purposes, I cannot play too long this video, but at least you heard a little bit. The sound is not going to be immersive. It's not going to be something that is going to blow your mind. This is just to listen to what you're playing. But if you want that true connection with what you're playing, and you want to watch, let's say, a movie or something with action, whatever the case may be, you are much better off connecting to a Bluetooth speaker like I did. In this case, I connected to the Tribit speaker, and it did phenomenal. It feels like you're at home watching with your surround sound, whatever the case may be. But if you don't have that available, well, these will do the job. And based on its size, it's actually quite impressive. But just know that is not going to be mind-blowing. So I think that at least system-wise, we have covered some of the basics. If there's anything that you guys would like to know, of course, like always, leave your comments and I will do my best to answer it. But as of right now, we pretty much covered everything that this projector can do. And yeah, it is pretty good, and I can recommend it 100%, especially at that price point of $189. So that will conclude today's unboxing and review of the iSinbox AC311. Nice little projector, great value for sure. And if you guys want to see the current pricing on it, I have it right here, $189.99 from the $399 price that it had before. So they have it at a discount. Make sure that you guys take advantage of this. That's why I had expedited this video and edited it as soon as possible. So that way you guys can get this deal, because this projector is 100% recommended. And of course, like always, if you guys have any questions, just leave your comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this.